A few months ago, an article about the Warriors engaging in trade talks for Pelicans point guard Lonzo Ball surfaced. The supposed deal was for Lonzo Ball and a draft pick for Kelly Oubre Jr. But for whatever reason, the Warriors declined the trade and ended up missing out big time. So let's talk about Lonzo. Lonzo Ball is a 6'6" point guard who can play either guard position well. He is a gifted playmaker, talented defender, and rebounder with an improved three-point game this year. His father, LeVar Ball, says that Lonzo wants out to play in a bigger market, while his teammate Zion hopes he returns to the Pelicans, with his agent even quoting Lonzo saying that he would love to return. So the consensus points to him staying this free agency. But what if he was traded? What if he did move into a big market team in need of another guard and had the opportunity not just to trade for him, but to steal him? For only Kelly Oubre Jr., the Warriors could have gained Lonzo Ball and a draft pick, but they declined this trade at the March 25th deadline, and in doing so, made a huge mistake. At the time of the proposed trade, Golden State was 23-27 with the 10th best record in the West. And as I write this, they are set to play the Grizzlies in battling for the 8th seed in the playoffs, a game which most people believe that they're going to win. Golden State did turn things around, finishing the season at 39-33, moving up to the 8th best record in the West. But this is in no part thanks to Kelly Oubre Jr. In his last 20 games, Kelly Oubre averaged 15 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist on a 44% field goal and a 30% three-point percentage. He had also been dealing with injury problems that have made him miss a significant amount of time. Meanwhile, Lonzo Ball has been averaging 14 points per game with 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 39% from the field, 37% from 3, and playing good defense with 2 steals per game. So stats-wise, Lonzo is probably just a tiny bit better than Oubre, but he is also a better shooter, playmaker, and defender. Kelly Oubre is also expected to enter into free agency this summer, where he's going to make roughly $18 to $20 million. Likely that he won't return to the Warriors. So essentially, the Warriors are just renting him for a year and then letting him walk. Meanwhile, Lonzo Ball is set to become a restricted free agent, which would give the team he plays for the offer to match his contract, preventing him from walking away in free agency if they choose that. So with this, Lonzo is a player who actually has a future on the Warriors, and he likely hasn't even hit his ceiling yet, as he's only 23 years old. So Lonzo Ball has slightly better stats, likely won't cost as much in free agency, or will at the very most be the same price as Oubre, has a higher ceiling, and can spend more years with Golden State. And one more thing to add on top of that is Lonzo Ball's playstyle is much better to fit with Steph Curry than Kelly Oubre. Steph Curry is one of the best off-ball players in NBA history. He has a gravity like no one else, where just running around screens can open up plays for other players. But by not having another talented playmaker on the roster, maybe outside of Draymond Green, Curry has not been able to be utilized to his full potential. Now obviously I'm not saying that Curry hasn't been good this year. I mean, he's probably going to be second in the MVP voting, and he did win the scoring champion this year, while basically single-handedly carrying this Warriors team. But I'm also seeing that there's a potential for a deadly combo by having Lonzo take over many of the passing and playmaking abilities, while having Curry take a few more shots off ball. And of course this works the other way around, as Lonzo has also gotten a lot better at spreading out the floor, much better than Kelly Oubre this year. And of course, this obviously isn't the Warriors season, but think of next season. Imagine a lineup with Steph Curry, Lonzo Ball, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and James Wiseman. Curry and Lonzo can split ball handling duties, with Green filling in occasionally. Curry and Klay are more free to do the Splash Bros thing, while Lonzo and Green dish passes and set screens. All of this while James Wiseman beasts and feasts down low. And to add on top of this, Lonzo also can do a pretty good job spacing out the floor and let Steph Curry also take over his usual ball handling things. So Lonzo Ball, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and James Wiseman are all very capable on-ball defenders, with Green being an elite off-ball defender, and Steph Curry is a pretty solid off-ball defender too, especially if he's guarding the team's number 2 or number 3 guy. This is a lineup that plays well in the modern NBA, utilizes everyone's strengths to the max, and has multiple people capable of being elite in multiple categories. This is a lineup strong on both offense and defense and can bring the Warriors back to relevance and contention. So Golden State, you messed up big time. You missed a move on that would have made not only this year better, but would have made a move that would have made next season better. And you missed on one of the best young prospects in the NBA. All to keep a guy who's going to walk in free agency. Golden State, you guys f***ed up. That is the end of this video. Like and subscribe for more NBA content and news, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.